Meet Sarah. She makes $95,000 a year in Seattle. Her friend Jessica makes $68,000 in Austin. Sarah earns 40% more, but Jessica is building twice the wealth. How? Sarah is caught in the cost of living trap, and it's quietly destroying her financial future. Let me show you how this invisible wealth destroyer works and what you can actually do about it. Here's the harsh truth. Your salary means nothing without context. $1 in New York City is not the same as $1 in Nashville. And I'm not talking about a small difference. Let's break down Sarah's reality. She makes $95,000 in Seattle. Sounds great, right? After federal taxes, state taxes, and FICA, she takes home about $67,000. Her one-bedroom apartment costs $2,800 a month. That's $33,600 a year just for rent, consuming half her take-home pay before she buys a single thing. Add in groceries, which are 30% more expensive than the national average. Transportation, the occasional night out. Utilities, phone, internet. The basic cost of existing in a major city. By the end of the month, Sarah saves maybe $500, sometimes $300. Some months, nothing at all. Now look at Jessica in Austin. She makes $68,000. After taxes, she takes home about $52,000. Her rent for a comparable apartment is $1,600 a month. Her groceries cost less. Her gas costs less. Her state has no income tax. Jessica saves $1,400 a month consistently. Sarah makes 40% more money. Jessica builds 180% more wealth. This is the cost of living trap. But here's where it gets truly devastating. The trap doesn't just cost you today. It compounds exponentially. Let's project this forward 15 years. Sarah saves $500 a month. Jessica saves $1,400. Both invest in basic index funds, earning 8% annually. After 15 years, Sarah has approximately $174,000. Jessica has approximately $487,000. The difference is over $300,000. And Jessica didn't get lucky. She didn't pick better stocks. She didn't have a higher salary. She just lived somewhere cheaper. That's $20,000 per year in future wealth that Sarah is sacrificing every single year. That's what her expensive zip code actually costs her. And here's the cruelest part. Sarah probably convinced herself a sacrifice was worth it. Better career opportunities, more networking, access to top companies, the energy of a big city. Except most of that justification collapsed in 2020. Remote work changed everything. According to Stanford research, nearly 30% of paid work in America now happens from home. Job postings offering remote options have increased by over 500% since 2019. The tech companies that justified San Francisco's insane costs, most now have remote-friendly policies. Same with finance, consulting, marketing, most knowledge work. The geography premium was built on one assumption. You had to be where the jobs were. That assumption is crumbling. Every day you stay in an expensive city for a job you could do remotely, you're paying a tax that no longer buys what it used to. And some people have figured this out. They're earning American salaries while living where that money goes 3, 5, even 10 times further. Someone making $75,000 remotely, living in Lisbon, their monthly expenses might be $1,500 all in. They're saving $3,500 a month, over 70% of their gross income. That's financial independence in under a decade. Not from earning more, not from crypto or side hustles, just from changing their zip code. There are tens of thousands of people doing this right now. Normal people, accountants, designers, project managers, writers. They realized location was the variable with the most leverage. Now, I'm not saying everyone should move to Portugal or Thailand. Maybe you have family in your city. Maybe you have a community you can't imagine leaving. Maybe you genuinely love where you are in ways that cheaper places wouldn't replicate. Those are valid reasons. But here's what I need you to do. Put a number on it. If your expensive city is costing you $25,000 a year in lost wealth building compared to somewhere cheaper, and you choose to stay, you're saying that what your city offers is worth $25,000 annually to you. Maybe it is. Maybe the career opportunities, the culture, the dating scene, all of it is worth that price. But have you actually made that calculation consciously? Or have you just drifted into an expensive city and stayed because of inertia? Most people never explicitly choose to pay the premium. They just absorb it, accept that rent takes half their income because that's just what rent costs, as if geography were destiny instead of a choice. Here's your framework. First, calculate what your location truly costs by comparing your savings rate now to what it would be somewhere 30% cheaper. Second, ask whether your job actually requires your physical presence. Third, run a 10-year projection of both scenarios. The difference will probably shock you. Your location isn't your identity. It's an input into your financial equation, and it's the single most leveraged input you control. Income is hard to increase dramatically. Investment returns are mostly outside your control. Spending can only be cut so far. But geography? Geography can multiply your effective wealth by 2 or 3 times overnight. Sarah and Jessica have similar careers, similar lives, similar everything. 20 years from now, one will be wealthy and one will still be playing catch-up. The difference isn't intelligence or luck. It's where they chose to stand while they worked. Your zip code isn't destiny. It's a decision. Calculate what it costs to stay, then decide if you're getting what you're paying for. And if this changed how you see your city, hit subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.